Welcome, listener, to Indie Spotlight, where animals are people and vice versa. I will be your GM, Sizer. So here we go. You rush through the glade, your paws padding silently through the undergrowth. You leap from the tree line, your tail slashing an arc behind you. But oh, what's this? Something to stop your momentum. It seems you've been caught in the Indie Spotlight lightning round. Guest, what is your name?
Hi everybody, I'm PumpkinUnicorn, also known as Rachel Kong. I am a retired game developer now turned into indie ttrpg creator.
Cool. What are your pronouns, Pumpkin or Rachel? Let's just go with Rachel.
She, her.
Okay. Where do you live, Queen?
I'm in Sunnyside, Singapore.
Cool. And what is your project?
It's called Estora. It's a artist love letter to the ttrpg genre. It's an fantasy animal 5e resource book that you can literally just pick up and play. I've done all the work for you, and it makes your job easier as a fellow GM.
It is, and it looks fantastic. Let me say, it is. You'll get to see some of the pictures in just a few minutes here, folks. But it is a sight to behold. Let me tell you. Um, so this is Rachel. This is kind of a unique project. So, what would you say sets Astora apart from a lot of the 5e books that we see out there?
My main goal in making Astora was to put the art first, because in
Mm.
my experience, when I open a lot of these TTRPG books, you would always be greeted with just walls and walls of text. And
Mm.
um my undiagnosed ADHD brain is like, oh, I don't want. Like it immediately turns off and it refuses to like read the rest of it. So Astora puts art first so that you have a lot more visual that accompanies the text that will give you the same information that you would get on a lot of the TTRPG books, but just with more sparkles and more sprinkles for you to look at.
Absolutely, and it definitely has that. Everything looks beautiful from the layouts to the illustrations, and I was just blown away with each page turn. I'm not just pumping it up, folks. You're going to see what we mean in just a moment here. So, we got a lot of very memorable characters in this book, and I picked out a couple of my favorites to talk about, if that's okay with you. So, the first one was Bastion. I'm going to pull up his picture here. So as you can see, he is a little night guy. He's a Shiba Inu. Is it he? I guess it is he. Yeah. He's got a mace and a shield, and he's got the sort of dark Shiba Inu eyes with the eyebrows sort of coming down, um, like they tend to have. And tell us a little bit more about Bastion aside from just what he looks like, if you would.
So when I made Bastion was a very, very late addition to the long list of characters that will be available in Astora. I just wanted to draw a Shiba Inu. I just wanted an excuse to
Yeah.
draw a Shiba Inu. And I thought that a lot of people believe that Shiba Inus are very loyal companions. And I think I made him an Oathbreaker Paladin as sort of part of his lore in the sense that like he lost his owner in a battle in sort of like a betrayal sort of story. And he is now an Oathbreaker. He used to be a Paladin, but he's now an Oathbreaker because he's lost his owner and he's now mad with the world about it. That how
Yeah,
could
he
something bad happen to somebody so good in this world?
Oh man, and if there was ever a way to turn like a loyal little dog into an oathbreaker, that's the way to do it. You completely found like the method, the way that it would happen there. His favorite person in the world, the person he was most loyal to, passed away, and he just couldn't be loyal to his goddess after that. And that's I think all dog lovers will see their own dog in that to some extent. I think. Um,
He's even carrying his little favorite chew toy on the side of his belt there, the little balls.
Yeah. And you might think, oh, what are those? Like potions? No, he just likes to chew on those. But they were given to him
No, just
by his
yeah, just
master.
favorite chew toy.
Yeah. So this, as you can see, folks, this is like all incredibly cute art. Even like this sort of grim dark character, you just kind of want to pet him on the head. And at the end of the day, he just wants to be a good boy. You know, I really like this character. I can see why you say this is a fan favorite. I can see why. You know, um, what a lad, what a lad is all I can
He's also
more I
on
can
the
say that.
cover of the art book.
He is, yeah. He and one of the other characters I'm about to show is on there too. I think that this one we'll move on to him. It's Silent Hans, um, who is a jerboa. So I don't know. I know what a jerboa is, but what can you maybe tell us for people who have not heard of these little guys? What they are exactly?
They are really, really tiny, like desert mice, and they run really, really fast.
Yeah, and
I
they
have
kind of
I have spent hours and hours watching just animal videos while working on this project, and it has given me so much dopamine because all of them are so cute.
and they kind of hop around too, don't they?
Yeah, they do, they do.
Yeah, so look up jerboa videos, folks. But this guy here, he's got enormous ears. He's got like earrings in them, and he's got a green cloak, a little green cloak, a tail with a big tuft on the end, and kind of bent backward legs like they tend to have. And the physicality of all these characters looks just perfect for the kinds of animals that they are. And I wish we had time to just go through each and every one and kind of show them to you, but that you'll have to check out the Kickstarter if you want that, I think. So, what can you tell us about Hans? What's his shtick?
First of all, I would like to bring to attention that his name is like a pun for silent hands,
Oh
because
yeah,
he's a
yeah.
thief.
Oh, it's Silent Hand. Is it Hans, not Hans?
I mean, you could say Hans. I'm not too particular about how people pronounce it, but it was like
Okay,
it was a
okay.
little pun I threw in there because he's a Jorboa thief rogue, and he works for
Yeah,
the thief guild, and he does a lot of stealing for, I would say, the lesser fortunate folk. Think of him like a little Robin Hood.
yeah. He's even got
But
the
yeah,
green
it's just
cloak too.
yeah.
Yeah, and he definitely looks the part. He just almost got the little dagger there. And oh yeah, I forgot to mention there's stat blocks for all these characters too, folks. So like there's various different levels too. I noticed like Hans was level 2, and whereas Bastion was level 5. So you could grab a few characters um, that are like roughly the same level and play a game with them. Or I think you suggest using them as NPCs too, towards the front of the
Mm.
book. Yeah, so it's just this like almost like a toy box full of these great characters that you can just pull out and play with however you want to. I really like that about it. Um, and plus, you can never get enough of just looking at it. I think just very cool stuff. Is there anything in particular you'd like to highlight about the characters other than what we've already talked about?
I think there is a character in the book. She's the
Yeah.
poster child. She's on everything. Her name is Minerva Twinkletoes. She's the Dormouse Bard in the. It should be in the demo that I sent you as
Oh.
well. She's the
Yes,
Dormouse
she. I
Bard.
did see. I did see her in there. She's like the last character in the press kit.
But she's the poster child basically. So we have a Dormouse Bard mascot because I'm a really really big fan of Mouse Guard. I grew up with
Yeah.
David Peterson's like art, and he has been such an inspiration for also why I kept like chugging on this project as well.
Cool.
Yeah.
I think I know one of your inspirations too. And as me as like an elder millennial, of course, I came in contact when I was young with Brian Jacques' Redwall series and read the first book in that. And that's what kind of showed me that you can have like a cool adventure story with like animal characters instead of just having them, you know, instead of having it be like a young kids novel, like a
Mm.
real young kids novel. showed me that you could have like a serious story with these kind of characters, and that's one of the things I really appreciated about it. Um, so if you've heard of Redwall, check this out. Are there any other influences that you think people should be aware of for this one?
The more new age, bigger name influences would be like Bloomborough, maybe Humblewood. That would be like people would be like,
Hmm.
oh, okay, I get it, kind of. Or even Root, the board game, if you've ever played it. Excellent board game.
Cool. Oh yeah, there was that Magic the Gathering set within the last couple years
Yeah,
too.
Bloomborough.
Oh, is
Yeah.
that Bloomborough? Okay, gotcha,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
gotcha.
They even
I
got David Peterson to make all like some of the cards.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that's very cool. I hadn't made that connection that was where that was from. I just knew Magic the Gathering, Animal People. Didn't know what it was called. I haven't been on the cardboard crack since I was in high school in like the '90s. Okay, so I'm totally out of step with what's going on with Magic the Gathering. But anyway, let's see where we're at. So I also love, not only do you have cute animals in this, but you've got like interesting and cool looking magic items and other like ephemera that make up this setting that you've sort of this modular setting that you've come up with. So would it be okay if we took a look at a few of the items that I picked out? A couple of my favorites here.
Yeah, of
Um,
course.
so we got the perfect bell, which, as you can see, it's like a cat bell with a cat wrapped around it, and like a little green ribbon on. That's not a ribbon; it's more like a cloth on it. But why don't you tell us what it does?
Uh, just on cue, my cat walks behind us. I have two cats, and for all the cat owners out there, you will know that they don't come when called, and so this
Yep.
is the perfect bell for you to summon as many phantasmal felines as you would possibly imagine, or as many as your DM will allow you to, basically. And it's
Cool.
crafted by a druid that likes cats.
Yeah. So it sounds like they're useful because they've got ethereal sight. They can see into the ethereal plane. They can see invisible stuff, and limited incorporeal movements. So they can walk through. That means they can walk through things, right?
Yeah, of a certain thickness, I think. I mean, a lot of things that I made in the book are I try to give the GM a little bit more agency as well. Like you could take this as like a starting point, but you can also it's up to you how you want to give this to your players.
Yeah, yeah. Because if you could just summon phantasmal cats all day, I'm sure some people would. Um,
Yeah, I would.
yeah, use them to scare. And one of them is like, folks, if you're listening to this, um, one of them is clearly like has displacer beast tentacles on its back, and the other one has like kind of a ploofy fire tail. So yeah, you can get all kinds of different phantasmal cats with this. So yeah, ring the perfect bell. And now the next one is maybe my favorite though. I bet this is a fan favorite too. It's Coop, the gelatinous cube pet. Um, who is, you can see that there's a little gelatinous cube, just a tiny little guy here, got a couple eyeballs floating around in his mass, and someone has tried to put a collar on him, but it's kind of half slipped down inside of him. So he's just kind of looking googly eyed out at the world. Um, I guess it starts as, how big do you envision Coop beginning if a party member were to first purchase him?
I think he would be kind of puppy size, maybe. But it was really interesting the way you I would say described Coop. Like you thought the collar was put on them. There were some people in my community that were like, who did the cube eat that was called Coop? And so in the little description, it says Coop is now Goop because they think that someone the gelatinous cube ate something that was called Coop, and now the collar, they decided not to eat the collar or whatever it was, and so now Coop is the cube.
Gotcha. I like my version better, but
No, whatever version it is, y'all run with it. I'm not. I'm
I
happy.
just I just think in my version that like somebody's pet doesn't have to be dissolved into a gelatinous cube.
I
But
actually ran a one shot with Coop and Minerva, and towards the end of it, after the BBEG fight, Coop saves Minerva. He eats her, and then the whole place sort of explodes. And then in that noble sacrifice, Coop gets squished, but Minerva is saved.
oh
And
no.
then I begged my GM to be like, give me a piece of Coop that I can still grow into a bigger gelatinous cube. So at the end of that campaign, Minerva Twinkletoes, she has like just a small remnant of what Coop is still is, but I guess the
Yeah.
essence is there. I don't know how gelatinous cubes work in DnD, but I
Well,
guess
I mean, I that makes sense to me. It's like, how a starfish can like sometimes grow an entire new starfish out of a leg
yeah,
or
yeah, yeah.
something. Yeah. Why not? Why not?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Well, that's very cool. I enjoy Coop and I enjoy all the creative magic items that we have in here. So, I wanted to talk about a little something that I saw in the description I was given. So in the press kit, I found a description of a like the setting in which animals were bestowed with various levels of intelligence. So that led to some of them having like upper and lower classes, or like kind of a
Mm,
split between them based on how much intelligence they got. Right.
yeah.
So, what was the inspiration for that particular social dynamic?
It's literally a reflection of just human beings in general today.
Yeah.
We all start life with like a random roll of stats, right? And it's
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
that is it's just the way it is. Sometimes you are just dealt with a bad hand and you just have to make do with the bad hand that you're dealt with.
Yeah, that makes sense. And it's like in D&D too, if you have like you can have like a really low intelligence which which will, I mean, at least in some editions you would call it like if someone had like a 3 or 4 intelligence, they'd be like semi-sentient too, right?
Mm,
So, yeah, that I think that reflects the D&D intelligence scale too pretty well.
mm, mm,
I would
mm.
have to admit. But yeah, that's true. It's just an interesting way to. Yeah, it would make sense because you had all these animals that suddenly were just running around in the woods. Suddenly, they're all intelligent, so they would put more stock in the ones that were more intelligent, probably. So
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
yeah, that makes sense. Um, Interesting setup. Um, and it feels like some of the locations that were included in the press kit have could exist within this setting. Is that the intention?
Yeah. So Estora is basically the world that I'm building, I would say like from inside out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Um. So can we look at a few of these locations here?
Yeah,
Um.
let's go.
Yeah. So the first one I picked out was Raven's Edge, and I'm pulling out the picture of the two brothers that run it, Haldrick and Morvain. So Haldrick is an albino raven, and Morvain is a uh, just a normal black raven. And you can tell by looking at them which one is probably the more outgoing, right? It's Haldrick, who's got the white feathers, the open like the open posture. He's wearing lederhosen, uh, and seems like kind of a ladies' man. It seems. And Morvain has got a closed posture. His feathers are all black. Gives off an air of competence, but not really of sociability. So these two have sort of a classic sun and moon archetype thing going on, I
Yeah.
think. Um, what would you like us to know about these two? I mean, they seem like they're the what do they do for to start? Let's start with that.
They are retired adventurers, as a lot of tavern owners are.
Yep, yep.
Um, but what I would like to also introduce in the Estora, these two brothers are the first of their kind, where you might think they're raven size, which is like this big, maybe. But
Yep.
in Estora, these guys are bear sized. They tower over everybody else. They feel ethereal almost, like they
Yeah.
almost godlike to the rest of the people that would frequent the tavern or the rest of the woodland creatures. And I would like to like eventually introduce more of these more important NPCs in the world that also tower over the general like woodland folk, just to
Yeah. You
make them feel
definitely.
like, I wouldn't say gods, but like demigods also
Yeah,
almost.
or like hero, like mighty heroes, or just
Mm-mm-mm.
powerful people. Demigods is good too. So here's the. I can definitely get that impression from the artwork, because there's an illustration of them, in like working their tavern, and it's them. They're like the tallest beings, and they're taking orders, and keeping an eye on all these much smaller woodland creatures. They're like, yeah, they give off an air of sort of a protector's air, almost, I would say.
Mm,
Yeah,
yes.
and definitely, very easy NPCs to like sort of grasp who they are, what they're about, and play for your players. So, and you have a bunch of stuff in the Raven's Edge. You have a bunch of things that the PCs can try and eat there too, and a special menu, if you will. So I'm gonna pull up a picture of that, and we've got three different kinds libations here, three different drinks. That one of them looks just several of them look pretty dangerous. So, what can you tell us about these three drinks here?
When I made the menu in Raven's Edge, as I was writing out the flavored text for a lot of the food and what they do, I sat there and I was like, I really hope the GMs that pick up this book don't make all the food that I write do all the things that I write, because the entire tavern will be on fire.
Oh
And
yeah, oh yeah.
every day we would have to fix the tavern.
Maybe GMs, you should only use like one item at a time. Maybe one of these things is on special or something. I don't know. Um, but
But yeah, the Viper is one of my favorite creations. Yeah, you actually picked my favorite page.
oh, nice.
And it's basically poisonous wine. I can't say it. The poisonous wine. When
Yep.
you have to drink it and then drink the antidote as a shot, or else, I mean, if you want to die, so be it. But
Yeah, if you want to get close, this will be good for your like edgy players.
yeah, I
Those of
gotta
the.
edge close to the death and then take a shot.
Yep, yep. You just got to be the one who does it, or like the dwarf who's gonna be like, or if you had a dwarf or somebody who's like, I can go without the shot. A few minutes later,
Yeah, it's always
okay,
gonna
give it
be
to me.
somebody. It's
Yeah.
always gonna be somebody.
Yep. Yep. All right,
The
but
Beholder's Brew happened on a random day on stream because I stream a lot of these art processes, and I was just talking to my community about it, and we all enjoy puns. I think if you grab the art book of Estora, you'll see a lot of a lot of puns in there that I had a lot of fun making. But
yep.
basically the Beholder's Brew has a little bee holder in it. And it's just a very nice honey flavored brew. Does a little bit of a paralysis kind of thing, but
Well, that's what you get when you mess with insectile abominations that should not be. And if you can't, if you're listening, the bottle has a picture of a bumblebee with like six beholder eye stalks on it. So there you go. Um, and then we have the velocity.
it
That's
gives you zoomies.
gives you zoomies, and it's spelled T with a TEA, like the thing you drink. Yeah,
Yeah.
that will be fun especially if you have like a character who's like maybe like Bastion would really enjoy that. Um, take some of that grief away for just a moment and just indulge in the zoomies.
Just run around the And I think
Yeah.
the irony of it is, I like the irony of it because usually tea is used to calm you
Yeah.
down, to sort of, bring your energy levels low.
Not this one though,
I also,
folks.
yeah, not this one. I also made the teapot have a little like shackle on it because the teapot does run around as well.
Yep.
So you gotta make sure
That's
the teapot doesn't run away.
that's what you get with magical tea. Just gotta shackle it to yourself or to the table
Yeah,
or
just make sure
somewhere.
it doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah. Just make sure that you don't. It doesn't. The teapot doesn't also have hands you can use to make escape artist checks. Uh,
Oh no.
all right, but no, this is like one of like 3 or 4 pages, so you have a lot of these in there, and so you have a lot of options to a lot of sort of magical specials that the Crow Brothers can serve to our bands of weary adventurers who may get more than they bargained for with these very special entrees. And some of like the food ones though, they look yummy. Well, most of them. Um, but
Most.
I mean, one of them had like a big like slime in it. I think so. I wasn't quite as.
Ah, it was the pudding.
Was that the pudding? Okay,
I
okay,
think so. It's just
yeah,
pudding. It's okay. And it's not
okay,
nothing
okay,
nothing suspicious about it. It's just pudding.
okay. I'll believe you for now. I'm sure that these reliable looking Crew brothers wouldn't try anything odd on me. So yeah, no, that is the Raven's Edge. It sounds like a good place to go if you are in an adventurous eater. Um, so shall we move on to our other location, or I guess it's more of a faction maybe, the Moon
Yeah.
Maidens. So what we have here is we have a bunny, and it looks like she's wearing a headdress. I'm not sure if those are her ears or if she's just wearing a headdress that makes them look longer. But she's a lop-eared white bunny with really long ears, kind of a crescent moon headdress, and she's wearing kind of a kimono or hanbok garment with long sleeves, a long trailing gown. Looks really gorgeous, multicolored here. But yeah, she is one of the moon bunnies that we get from Asian folklore. Is that not so?
Mm, yes.
Yes. And maybe for
Yes.
people that don't know about that, what do bunnies have to do with the moon?
I I'm not so sure. It's just the tales that I've grown up with that like we believe that there's a bunny in the moon. I should really read up on my own culture. I've been just told this like as when I was a child. I've been told this so many times, right? I just thought like you listen to what your mom and your dad and your grandma and your auntie tells you.
Yeah, no, I
Whether it's
gotcha.
and they've
Like,
just always been telling. It's the same as why when we celebrate Mooncake Festival, the mooncakes also have like rabbits on them, and the
yeah.
decorations on the boxes. If you've ever seen them, they're all also bunnies.
And it seems that is also what these bunnies are up to, right? They
Yeah,
I
kind of, yeah.
so they have a ritual where they catapult themselves into the sky to begin with, which like I can see that that's rabbit psychology to me. Just jump to the moon if you can. Um,
Yeah.
and they what do they do? Why do they do this though, other than just for the thrill of it?
So the ritual happens because they believe in the moon mother, and the moon mother gives to her children. And
Okay,
the whole ritual of this catapult thing is that they will select a few bunnies from the sect to send up to the moon mother, and they should return with gifts from the moon mother. But if you want to scientifically like explain it, they've just catapult themselves high enough that the water turns into crystals, and they come back with the crystals.
okay.
And
Then what do they?
then they use the crystals they believe to have magical properties to make all the other like healing and medicinal items that they have in the sect.
Okay. Well, very
And so
cool. And
if the bunny doesn't come back with any crystals, they would be like instantly ostracized. They're like, "Oh no, the Moon Mother has rejected you. I think you should leave."
yeah. Oh goodness. Well, that would be unfortunate. So make sure you get those. Let's just all pray for the bunnies that they can all get their moon crystals and not be shunned by their society. Because nothing would be sadder than a lonely rabbit. I think. Um,
I've been working on another community where it is just made out of these begrudging rejected bunnies
oh
of
no.
the soon future
Yeah.
content.
All right. Look forward to that, folks. And I also saw there was another spread where the bunnies were making mooncakes too.
Mm,
Yeah. So that you've got so many much creativity baked into this art. It's a joy to behold, and not only is it just fun to look at, but also very useful for people trying to spice up their D&D games with a little something different too. Um, and I don't know, is there a particular D&D module that is meant to be like that's not Estora, that is meant to be like anthropomorphic animals that you're aware of?
Humblewood. Humblewood is one.
Humblewood, is that Humblewood? Okay,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
rattled off a bunch of things I just hadn't heard of before. So yeah, I just knew Redwall. That's just my the boomer thing I come back to, I guess. Cool. Well, let's see,
Mm.
Rachel. This, we're gonna get to talking about when the backer kit is. Sorry, it was Kickstarter, right? You're doing a Kickstarter.
Yes.
You're doing a Kickstarter. We'll talk about that in a moment, but you've had a pretty interesting trajectory as a professional artist. What can you tell us about your kind of how you got to where you are right now?
Uh, I graduated as an animation major thinking I could
Hmm.
go make all the cool Disney shows that I grew up with, the cool animated shows that I grew up with. Like I want to be that person. And
Mm-hmm.
then I think I burned out from art school. So I ended
Ah.
up my first few jobs were in the film industry, but I did a lot of more concept art than animation on my first job. And then I don't know
Okay.
how the trajectory sort of changed from film to games. Maybe I just hopped over because they needed something. And then I did games for a good 5 to 6 years. Some of them were just slot games. They were nothing to be like, nothing to sing about. But I went through the ringer basically, and I
Uh,
think over the years it has become a little bit soul sucking, I would say. I've been doing freelance stuff on the side, like moonlighting, getting illustration works as well on top of the day job. And I just think that eventually, how would you say it? It broke the camel's back,
yeah, the straw that
and
broke the camel's back. Yeah.
yeah, and I quit. And then for a good couple of years, I made freelance illustration work. I did a lot of cons. I did a lot of side contract work. And I think it was last year that I kind of realized that I didn't want to continue to just draw other people's IPs because that's what fan
Right.
art is. You draw other people's like different games that you enjoy and stuff like that. But it's at the end of the day, it's not something you can call your own. And
Right.
hence this year I started working on Estora, and here we are now.
Very cool. It's great to go your own way and do your own thing. So I give you a lot of credit for trying something new, trying to crowdfund it. Takes some guts. Congratulations on the project. It looks really good. Um,
Mm.
and I'm sorry that you. I'm glad that you have. I'll say this. I'm sorry that you had kind of a rocky start there. but I'm glad that you seem to be finding your feet and trying new things and creating your own stuff, because that's really what it's about.
Mm.
I mean, that was one of the things I was trying to do with Skies of Fortune. I wanted to make a game system. I wanted to make a game. I didn't want to do something 5e. I wanted to make my own system. So I just said, okay, well, we're just going to try it to see how it works. And I haven't released it yet, of course, but we'll get there eventually. So yeah,
Soon, soon. It's a lot of
soon
work.
we'll get there. And folks, if you like animal folks, you should look at our game too. Um, we have anthropomorphic cat and dog and lizard and fish people in our setting as well.
Sold.
Yep. All right. But yeah, we're definitely on the same wavelength as far as that goes, Rachel. I think there's something fun about just playing an animal, don't you think? Or an
Yeah,
animal person, you know?
I just, why would I want to be a human being? I'm already a human being in real life. Why would I do that again?
Yeah, it's boring, so dull. And it's like you can play up these animal traits that you know, that we all know and love. We all know by heart. If you want to play like a dog person, you can be kind of, fun and extroverted, or you can be but easily but sort of easily hurt feelings, or um, just wear your heart on your sleeve all the time. Or if
Yeah.
you're a cat person, you can be reserved and a little bit weird, and just do the things that cats do, whatever they do, jump at shadows and see dead people. We all know that they can do that.
See, that went.
I'm sorry, I'm sucking up all the oxygen here. Um, what's your favorite of the? I mean, you really like. I know the. What was the name of the mouse?
Minerva, Twinkle
Minerva.
Toes.
Yeah. Are there any particular animals that you really that you really enjoy, like playing from this setting, or like just in general? Like, what is your like animal
I like
totem,
playing
I guess?
Dragonborns.
Oh, nice.
So I like lizard folk, actually.
Yeah,
I enjoy playing them.
I almost picked like what was her name? Muriel Reaver from the
Ah,
book.
Laurel Reaver.
Laurel Reaver. Yeah, who is like
Mm,
a sword dancer bard from the book. I almost picked
mm.
her as one of the ones to look at today. Um, but she's like a blue basilisk, and she looks really
Yeah.
cool. Yeah. Yeah. No, I think yeah, people seem to really resonate with just playing animals or animal people. So consider that, GMs and aspiring game devs, animals good. That's my very
Can't go
simple
wrong
minded
with
take.
animals.
Yeah, or classes that can use animal buddies. So there we go. So Rachel, do you have any projects in the pipeline that you'd like to give us a glimpse of today? You don't have to, but I gotta ask, right?
Sneak peeks?
Yeah, any sneak peeks? Anything you're thinking about doing in the future?
Oh, it's not. I mean, it's in the very near future. I could show you some stuff. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me grab. Let me find a picture. Where did I save it to?
Yeah, if you want to throw it up in the chat, I'll make sure that the viewers can have a look at it. In
Uh,
the meantime, there. What are your cats' names?
my cats.
Yeah.
I have an orange one. His name is Loki.
Oh, okay. Yep. Good name for an orange cat.
And the gray tabby you saw just now walking at the back, her name is Nyx, like goddess of the night, kind of.
Okay. Loki and Nick. So definitely a theme there. All right.
Yes, I'm a big fan of Greek mythology.
Cool. All right. So this almost looks like a roguelike video game or something. What I'm looking at here.
I am currently working on this isometric choose your own adventure kind of dungeon crawler thing that hopefully I get done by October in 2 days.
Cool, cool.
And I would basically do the job of a DM. I would record the video, I would put it up, and then I would ask the comments, what do you guys want to do? Do you
Okay.
wanna check out the skull? Do you wanna touch the door? Do you wanna touch things you're not supposed to touch? And then the next day, the following video would be an update of the majority of who, the choice that was made by most of the people, and that will be how the party that we will run the adventure throughout October, kind of,
Oh,
sort of, hopefully, fingers crossed.
that sounds like a lot of fun. Now that's something that you know that I may check out too. Now, folks, so we're gonna put up a in the show notes. Of course, we'll put up a pardon me, getting over a cold. We're gonna put up a link to Rachel's the Pumpkin Unicorns Twitch channel too, where you do a VTuber on that, I believe.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Cause I'm not this put together when I'm streaming. I'm like in my house clothes, in my shorts.
Fair enough. Well, you look just great, and the VTuber's a lot is very cute and looks good too. So there we go. All right. So do you have a name for the October project, or just kind of like a stream
I
title
have
for
yet
it?
to I have yet to name it. I've just been working on a lot of the assets for now, because as you can see, the small little map on the top right,
Yeah.
I've got to prepare all the little dungeon rooms so that whether you guys get to the rooms or not is a whole different other story, but I gotta still prepare them.
Okay.
But I'm very excited for this project. It's been really, really fun. It's a lot of work, but it's been really fun.
Yeah, it sounds like it's going to be a good time. Um, and yeah, you got it all ready to roll. So I look forward to checking that one out. So let's see here. The Kickstarter. When does that begin here?
The Kickstarter launches in 2 days as well.
Oh wow. Okay. So
uh,
that would
on the
be for
30th of September.
so 30th of September, just in just in time for the Halloween season. Um,
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, folks, definitely go have a look at Estora. Your link will be in the show notes as per usual. Um, and give this product some love. It really deserves it. Um, I I think that it's gonna go. I think you're gonna do just great with it, though, Rachel. I'm very confident in
I
your
would like to
success here.
believe so.
Yeah. So, and good for you for putting it out there. So, before we sign off for the day, do you have any thoughts you'd like to leave the listeners with?
Uh, Not really. Buy a Stora, it'll change your life.
Absolutely, it will certainly give you more laughter, more joy, more fits of uncontrollable giggling. Right. So,
Ah, yes.
yeah. All right, folks. I think if you're with us to this point, you know that this is the kind of project that will appeal to you. So go check it out. Link in the show notes. If you like what you heard today on Indie Spotlight, please like, comment, and subscribe to the Skies of Fortune um, uh, YouTube channel. We'll have plenty more of these, bringing you the best of what the indie scene has to offer. I hope you'll check back with us at some point. This has been Rachel. Thank you very much for showing us a store today.
No,
And
thank you.
my pleasure. And we will see you all at the next one. Bye, everybody.
Bye.